No memories.
One moment I was setting up sensors, the next, some alien was talking to me.
I want to do a scan. I'm concerned.
You were saying something about the planet being in decline?
It doesn't look like it, but Havarl is sick. It started here, uncontrolled mutations in organic life, killing some, turning others into poison. We're starting to see the same elsewhere. The planet's ecosystem is crumbling, slowly but surely.
It's the monoliths. There are only 2 of them when there should be 3.
So, I go to the third monolith, turn it on, reset the vault, and voila!
That is just the thing, Pathfinder Rider. There is no third monolith. It's lost.
How do you lose an entire monolith?
It could be destroyed for all we know.
We've never tried asking the sages. There could be something in their oral history.
Stars. Those superstitious hermits don't care about modern Angara. You know that.
You saw the projections for the planet's survival. What do we have to lose?
Sages? Oral histories?
On Mithratha. That old remnant edifice over there. They trace their families back to a time just after the Scourge. They believe isolation will maintain the purity of the histories by preventing contamination by modern thought. Basic sense. They probably don't even understand or care that Havarl's dying.
If asking your sages doesn't work, we'll be back here. So, what's the harm in it?
The trek up Mithratha's teeming with remnant. Most of us don't attempt it, but maybe you could do it. Follow the remnant river and keep your head. I'd hate to hear something terrible happened in pursuit of some ancient legend.
No transports available. Emergency support for Kath. Would you like a reward for that astute observation? You're that alien visitor that came to Aya asking about our vault.
You've heard of me.
Who hasn't? When strange new species turn up, reports spread fast. After the Ket, can't be too careful. Luge Anson, historian with the Repository of History, Aya. Listen, if there's nothing you need, could you go away? I'm busy trying to get transport off this cursed planet.
You don't seem to like Havarl very much.
Havarl's other regions suit me just fine, but here... Oh no, I don't do well in this fierce wilderness. You think these shelters keep you safe? They don't. Woke up this morning and found a thorny vine wormed its way into my bunk. I'm stranded here because a branch pierced my shuttle's power core.
Why did you come here from Aya?
Kieran's team found some remnant relics while digging around the old ruins. I was sent to collect them for the repository. We shouldn't have taken more than a day. But things never go according to schedule, do they?
You mentioned remnant ruins. Are there lots of remnant here?
Yes. If you've been out in the jungle, you might have seen some of it. We think the ruins were part of a vast remnant complex. We've seen evidence of hallways that wound through the area, both above and below the ground. Generations ago, our people took shelter in what we found here. That's how Ploth was established.
Were there no hostile remnant machines?
None. According to the histories. We found artifacts, of course. Bits of things that we could study. But they say it was like moving into an empty home.
I won't bother you further.
Very well. Watch out for plants while you're out there. Vicious things.
An alien, able to use Remnant. Never thought I'd see such a thing.
I don't get it. The planet looks fine.
You can bleed under the skin and not see it. The wound is still there.
If those floaty remnant bots try to push us off the edge, I'll be...
Stay alert. We don't know what. Got it. Let's give this a try.
I've never been up here before. I have heard of the sages of Mithravar, but never gave them much thought.
Why not?
Isn't this story worthless if it isn't shared? If the accounts of our past are kept hidden, they may as well not exist at all.
What, like it's hard?
Even we have trouble understanding remnant tech. Only a handful here can operate our own gates. It doesn't matter. You must leave. We do not entertain guests here.
Havarl's in decline. If you tell me about the lost monolith, I can help fix it. Reset the vault.
With Ryder's help, Havarl could be healed. Our birthplace restored. Isn't that worth something? It's lost. The memories of its location haven't been reclaimed. On Mithrava, we have accepted Havarl's eventual ruin.
You're just giving up on your planet? Isn't this your birthplace? Don't you want to save it?
A chasm separates want from can. What you ask, no one can give. The memory of the monolith resides within a thread that slipped from our grasp.
I'm not sure I follow.
We believe in reincarnation, an unbroken thread. There was one, long ago, who had knowledge of the third monolith. Zorai, a champion of the Angara from before the Scourge. Zorai's soul has returned and could be made to remember what it knew. But we have no contact with it.
So you're saying there's some way we can make people remember their past lives?
Souls retain within families. An object, heirloom tied closely to that bloodline, could cause memories to resurface.
But it's not guaranteed.
It has been known to happen on rare occasions in the past, with other souls. The only known heirloom of Zorai's family rests in an area with active remnant. No one has survived the journey. But perhaps you, Zorai's soul, was reborn in Tavos, who is now a Roka. He recently returned to Havarl on a mission. A Roka? That'll be difficult.
That's why you're here, Joel.
They won't like that I'm helping you.
This may be a dead end, but we have to try.
I will send you the relevant coordinates. We considered Havarl a lost cause. But perhaps now, there is hope.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Another memory trigger.
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Samnode on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Ensure not to eat anything here. Or let any sap stick on your skin.
Wasn't planning on it.
sharp, everybody. There's supposed to be remnant crawling all over this place. Joel, what's your take on all this reincarnation stuff?
You're asking if I believe,
Yes, sure.
not the way Esmos does.
Looks like we need to find another way. Got it. Looks like it might have been some kind of glove or gauntlet. Smashed though. Inside studded with contacts. Could have been used for some kind of input.
Now to Tavos. I'm curious to see what happens.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Axu, coming! Axu! Elu! We're under attack!
He's in here.
You've killed men under my charge, and now you'll crown that achievement by killing me too. And you, I know your face. Why do you help these murderers?
Ryder's an ally. She's already helped the scientists at Dar Palev.
I know, and they should be ashamed. After all we've been through with the Ket. Tell me why you come here, so I know why I've died.
The sages on Misrava think you could remember the location of the third monolith. Because you used to know where it is in a past life.
The sages sent you. Those secretive fiendbrains with their disgusting... They don't even care that their people are being enslaved and killed by Ket. My friends died for this?
I'm very sorry. I'm just trying my best to find the third monolith and save Havarl. I have an artifact or heirloom or something. I'm going to set it down, and I need you to take hold of it.
What? And?
I knew it. This was all bunk.
Wait. There are things like this in the museum on Aya. Ancient Angaran tech. This fits over a hand. Contacts on the inside for myoelectric control of... What did you do to me?
Are you alright?
I know things. The underground monolith. I remember. Pain. Desperation.
I need you to take me there. Please. If you do this, we can save Havarl. Together.
You're an alien. I can't trust.
Then let me try to earn your trust. Please.
Deep beneath the surface, but not far. Meet me here. These coordinates will guide you the rest of the way. Just let me compose myself first.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
It's here. I just have to. It helps if I steal my mind. I've been here before. Familiar. 1, 2, 3 indentations. Palm here. It worked.
Wow.
It was so close, all this time, and no one knew.
The rest of the remnant in the area may have prevented scans from detecting it.
There were remnant machines here. Zorai was able to make them stop.
How did he learn to use remnant tech? It's not like there's a manual.
Zorai watched the Watchers. That's all I'm getting. I'm not sure what it means. The others slept. But Zorai, I stayed awake. Unmoving, but seeing. Learning.
Sounds like the stasis field around the first monolith. Maybe Zorai was able to shake off the effects. Maybe that changed him.
Here. There's something here. I remember.
Builder machines exhaust me. Mind and body must be engaged wholly or the attempt fails. I can't stop. Without the monoliths, the vault fails. Without the vault, the planet dies. I'm close. Just one more.
The sages got it wrong. Zorai was a woman. That was her voice. My voice. May I have this, Pathfinder?
It's yours. It's always been yours.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder. Organic matter, ancient, reads as Angara.
It's Zorai.
She died here, before she could get to the third monolith. This was me. I would like to spend some time here. But not now. The third monolith can't be far. Come on.
This way?
Yes. This is all feeling familiar. At least I think it is.
The lost monolith. Finally.
It's done. You finished what Zora could not so long ago.
I'm sorry, Tavos.
No, there's nothing to be sorry about. She didn't complete what she set out to do, but she didn't fail. The 2 monoliths she reactivated kept Haval going. Go on to the vault, Pathfinder. I think I'll stay here a moment. I have a lot to think about.
The vault should be open, Pathfinder.
Hey, Sam. I think I already knew that.
Let's do this!
Yeah, this is the vault.
Okay, Remnant Vault. Let's get this place up and running. Well, turn the power on.
You'll need to locate the console to activate the purification field, Pathfinder. Several interface connections converge here. I will highlight the ones you need.
Looks like there's a trick to this interface. Let's figure it out.
nearby, Pathfinder.
You got one.
Well, that gets us a step closer.
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to leave the area.
For this mistress to kill us, you mean? Okay, get ready to run. Here it comes! Go, go! You're not happy with us.
Pathfinder, are you there? All our instruments just recorded a surge. What happened?
Phone's back up. We did it.
That's a jest. It can't be. That's not a jest. The vault going through a reset would explain all the readings. I can't wait to hear all about this. Come back to Kalar. We've a lot to discuss.
Pathfinder, the organic life of Havar has begun to stabilize. It appears the vault is performing biological repairs.
Imagine what we'll see here in a few years.
Hey! Pathfinder right. Thanks for saving us.
We
I'd
owe
rather
you.
not jump to conclusions before we have someone examine you fully.
Stop.
Pathfinder Ryder, you have done something remarkable here today.
Succeeded where Zorai failed.
Asmus? What are you doing down here?
Renewing old bonds. Talking to you was enlightening. I saw an alien working for us when we had given up. We have isolated ourselves for too long. Perhaps there is a balance we can find. We all need to find balance, I think.
Apparently, I just walked into a party.
I've learned a lot in a short time. The Roka wants simple solutions, but nothing is ever simple or certain, is it? I wish those that were killed could have realized this. But after everything I've seen, I have to hope that they aren't lost forever.
This curious memory transfer.
Reincarnation.
Whatever it might be, I aim to devote resources to studying it. Maybe one day we'll find the truth buried deep within our superstitions.
What do your projections say? Is Havarl going to be safe?
We've already seen improvements. They're small, but statistically significant. In time, the planet will heal. There is some space here at Dark Alev, and we'll need extra hands to monitor Havarl's situation. Will you extend an invitation to your people? We'd welcome anyone who can help.
I'll pass it along.
Then I'll leave you. I have some numbers to analyze. Can you believe it? For the first time in years, they excite me.
Leaving Havarl. Regigious Pathfinder.
Jarl's been asking to talk to you.
No peeking. I'm putting the finishing touches on my personal project. I thought you said it was on the Nexus. I'm just perfecting the final component here, or should I say, trying to. Several of the crew have offered to help, and I keep politely declining and ushering them out. So, thank you for retrieving that critical piece of RemTech, but kindly stop digging. Fine. Have your surprise. You won't regret it. Want me to ask the others to back off? No, I can handle it. As long as they're not looking to be besties. And I'm happy that someone with the galaxy at their fingertips can still give a girl her space. It's safe to say that you, my friend, are one of a kind. You've only scratched the surface. You have no idea what all I can do. No, but I have an active imagination. I look forward to being educated. But no more distractions. The next time you're on the Nexus, my project will be done. Come by, and I'll unveil it. Now, if you will, please leave me to my own devices.
Read the mission briefs. This isn't good, Ryder. The Archon's dangerous. I've seen people like him before.
We'll figure him out.
Pride will get us all killed. This ain't the time for it, kid. From where I stand, the Archon thinks he knows what's best for us. Problem is, he can follow through on it. That exaltation the Ket do, it turns people into slaves.
He can do that to us. He has that power.
Someone like him you take out fast and hard. Get the leader, the rest will follow. Honestly, drop a nuke on his head, blow up his son if you have to. Take the collateral damage.
I hope it doesn't come to that. But exaltation seems almost worse.
If he has his way, there won't be anyone left to save. You don't mess around with this kind of thing. Ends badly each and every time.
Another galaxy, and there are still despots. We saw similar types back when I worked as a peacekeeper. Pirates attacking the colonies. We trained the colonists and they started fighting back. Raiders didn't expect that.
The Angara already know how to fight. But the Archon, he's got an army to back up his crazy.
But I've got you, and everyone else on board.
Huh. True enough. Never underestimate a small, capable strike force. You keep thinking about how you want to handle this.
We'll only get one real chance at it, won't we?
Yep. So when we take him down, let's make sure he stays down.
Oh, Ryder. Sorry for the mess.
Who's your friend?
An exalted Ket. I called Jarl to show him. Ah, there he is. Jarl, look at this. There's nothing Angara inside.
The physical can be deceiving.
I've run hundreds of tests. Only traces of the Angara genome remain. The exalted are Ket.
There must be a way to fix them.
Anything's possible. We just have to keep trying.
Even from mistakes, we can learn. Thank you, Ryder.
What?
Jarl needs to accept that exaltation is permanent. You're making his grief worse.
We've barely scratched the surface of what Ket are capable of.
The exalted are new beings. It's more than a transformation, it's a birth. There's no going back. Jarl is part of this crew. His welfare is my responsibility.
I know this job was a surprise, but you've really stepped up. And look, you got your Ket sample.
Their bodies are unlike anything I've seen. Centuries of gene stealing, crafted evolution. It's horrible, of course, but also fascinating.
Glad you're settling in.
Sink or swim, right? I should probably clean this up before it starts to smell.
In engineering, if you need anything, Ryder.
Looks like pictures of the exaltation chamber.
Yeah, the Ket are using some Angara-made medical equipment. Could be a lead. I just want an edge on those Ket bastards. If they ever got their hands on Sid, well, imagine if it was Scott.
I don't know what I'd do. We're all that's left of our family.
Same here. Sid was so little when our father left, and I was, well, her age now.
I know what it's like to lose a parent. I've lost both now. Mom died before we left.
Our father didn't die. Or maybe he did. We don't really know. He just didn't come home. He was involved with some bad things. Bad people. Eventually it caught up to him. There was nowhere to run. Not like a whole new galaxy.
Is that why you came here?
When you're young and stupid, you make bad decisions. Piss off the wrong people. That sort of thing never goes away. Not for you, not for the ones you care about. I don't want to not come home one day.
Come on, you're strong, smart. It'll take a lot to keep you from coming home.
Strong, smart, but maybe just lucky. Luck runs out on you.
I won't.
I have a good feeling about you, Ryder. I should get back to work. Talk to my people, see if they've heard anything. Chat later?
In the escape pod room, as usual.
They aren't just conquerors or slavers. The Ket turn everything you are to their advantage. Worst kind of enemy. The one that makes you fight your own people.
That's what Jaal faces every day, now that we know the truth.
Friends, neighbors, all changed. And they're loyal to what changed them.
You're pretty worked up about this.
Kandros wants strategies for handling the Ket. I talked with Drack, putting ideas together. Expand our guerrilla tactics, get Angaran military advisors, research exaltation. Just, I don't know. Wish your dad could give me his take.
If his experience fell through, he always had smarts to fall back on.
And now, Nasira, your father, they always had a plan I could follow. Without one, it's too easy for people to get hurt. Like now. The Initiative's plans are shot, and people die because of it.
We're flying blind. It'll take years to put all the pieces back together.
Our biggest headache is the Ket. Work goes on, I guess. Sarissa will have a strategy. Just need to find her and the other Asari. It'll be good to have certainty again.
Jaal? Not talking to me? I get it. I can't imagine how you're feeling. I'll just go.
Don't. You saved the Moshae. I won't forget that.
That's why we were there.
Saving her was a great thing. It will be. Anyway, I really miss my family at times like these. Are you close to your family?
I am. My mom and dad are dead. My brother's in a medically induced coma. I'm kind of an orphan at the moment.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, this random collection of Tempest oddballs can feel like family sometimes.
Yeah. I never really felt I had a purpose. But here, I do.
What about the Resistance?
My place in the Resistance is not what I'd like.
But that kid on Aya looked up to you.
Sure. But you are going to do something important, Ryder. I feel it. This is where I should be.
I like having you around. Specifically you.
Because of my skill and knowledge?
Not really.
Because you enjoy spending time with me as much as I do with you.
You do?
Yes. You're fascinating. And special. And strange.
Oh, thanks.
And I mean it.
So, Callow, who's that woman I keep seeing you with on the Nexus?
What? Oh.
You'd always short credits after we come back. Is it because of her?
It's complicated, Suvi.
I'm picking up something.
ISA was very clear that this wasn't a military operation.
I can see that. I mean, if the Kett decide to focus on it, I worry.
There's a difference between being honest.
And we're happy to help your guards secure their weapons.
I prefer them armed for now. You understand, of course.
Oh, Pathfinder, this is the head of the Angaran delegation.
The one who saved the Moshai. She speaks highly of you. Call me Issa de Navarre.
We're glad to have you, Ambassador. Strong ties with the Angara will strengthen us both.
To a good end, I hope.
I was just explaining to the Ambassador that armed guards aren't necessary here.
Is something wrong, Ambassador?
Please walk with me, Pathfinder. So much life. All different, all united. The way it could have been. 75 years ago, we were scattered, struggling to rebuild after the Scourge. Then, the Kett arrived. Alien life. It was monumental. But then they deceived and enslaved us. So, I hope you understand my precautions.
Your people have endured much, Ambassador. I'd be cautious too.
Especially when your initiative's first colony is a military outpost. I want to believe in this alliance, Pathfinder. The Moshai says you're trustworthy. Please, help me trust in you.
Everything you see, we're willing to share. Knowledge, technology, support.
What's the price?
Whatever you're willing to give.
They will guard my ship. If you are not conquerors, I trust my person to your honor.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you, Ambassador.
Pavoa Jaraval, Pathfinder. Welcome to Andromeda.
Pathfinder, I'm glad you could stop by.
What goes on here?
The Cultural Center is a place where new races we've met can visit and exchange ideas. They can learn more about the Milky Way species, while we foster an air of cooperation and understanding. You've already brought us our first visitors by making contact with the Angara.
How did you get this job?
I was a sociologist in the Milky Way. While there were plenty of cultures to study, the books on them had all been written. There was nothing new I could add. So when I heard about the initiative, I signed up right away. The idea of meeting new people, seeing how they've evolved, adapted to life's challenges, I couldn't resist.
Have you heard anything about the Kett?
Unfortunately, yes. Now, that's a species we won't be inviting here anytime soon. I'd hoped our encounters would be peaceful, but I suppose that was too much to ask.
What do you think of the Angara?
I'm thrilled to meet a new culture. They're cautious, but I understand why. If someone showed up on our doorstep in the Milky Way, we'd be skeptical too. I hope we can win them over, cement a friendship. I suppose that's on you, Pathfinder.
Thanks.
Of course. In the meantime, have a look around. And when you have a second, check back with me on a favor I'd like to ask.
I'm meeting with Director Addison later.
The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could visit.
In the year 2157, human explorers chanced upon a galactic gateway leading to their first encounter with the Turians. Hostilities erupted. However, the governing body in the Milky Way, the Citadel, quickly intervened. They brokered a truce between Turians and humanity. Their antagonism faded, and within a few decades, the two species were allies. This outcome illustrates how Milky Way races believe a peaceful solution can be found to even the most intractable disagreements.
Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors. They're happy to answer any questions.
It was nearly 3,000 years ago when the Krogan and Salarians first met. War and ignorance had decimated the Krogan homeworld. The Salarians uplifted them, rescuing the Krogan from likely extinction. The Salarians gave them technology and a new planet where they could thrive. In return, the Krogan defeated a hostile race threatening galactic peace. Theirs is a complicated relationship, but one showing how species who disagree still coexist in the Milky Way.
It's an honor to meet you, citizen of Andromeda. My people are the Turians. It will be a privilege to tell you about them.
Okay.
Turians are highly disciplined race who value service to others. No one places personal needs ahead of the greater whole. Public works serves as the focal point of our society. We believe it's our duty to better our species.
What's Turian history like?
The history of my people is proof that peace eventually wins out. Disagreements among species turn into lasting friendships. When Turians first met humans, there was a misunderstanding between us that could have had disastrous consequences. But with patience and restraint, humans and Turians eventually joined together in a mutually beneficial partnership. We look forward to doing the same in Andromeda.
Where do you come from?
Turians live on a planet known as Power. The atmosphere's weak magnetic field shaped our evolution into the life form we see today. Our signature carapace, the hard, mysterious shell you see on Turians, is actually metal. It protects us from the intense rays of Power's sun. The pleasure of meeting you has been mine. One that I hope other Turians will soon enjoy.
Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors.
Hi there. Thanks for stopping by. I'm a Krogan. Are you interested in hearing more about my people?
Eager to learn more about your own culture.
Okay.
Of course you are. We may look scary, but don't let that worry you. It comes from living on a harsh world. We're a species that knows how to thrive, even under the worst conditions.
Where do you come from?
An ugly rock called Tuchanka. No sense lying. It's not a planet most people want to visit. We had predators, nasty weather, and not much else. But it gave us our identity, forced us to adapt and evolve. Everything about us is built for survival. How many species do you know that have a pair of spare lungs just in case? Or 4 testicles?
What's Krogan history like?
Colorful, you might say. Growing up in our neighborhood, only the toughest survived. That usually meant a lot of fighting. You'll hear stories, so no sense covering it up. We once had a great society, but I'm ashamed to say, we squandered it. It's why a lot of Krogan are here in Andromeda now. They're the smart ones, the ones looking for peace and a fresh start. Thanks for chatting. We're all looking forward to meeting our new neighbors.
Welcome, native of Andromeda. My people are known as Asari. It would be my pleasure to tell you about our guide.
Okay.
Very well. Asari are the oldest civilized race in the Milky Way galaxy. Among my people, diplomacy and cooperation are prized over war or conflict.
What's Asari history like?
Thousands of years ago, we played an important role in founding the Citadel Council, the seat of government for our home galaxy. In the ensuing centuries, Asari placed great value on cooperation and collaboration. Many species look to us for leadership and guidance. Due to our lifespan, sometimes reaching 1,000 years of age, we are patient in our decisions and prefer long-term solutions over short-term gains.
Where do you come from?
Asari come from a planet known as Thessia, which many consider the crown jewel of the Milky Way. It's a thriving world blessed with prosperity and peace, and the center of the largest economy in the galaxy. With the high concentration of element zero on Thessia, Asari evolved powerful biotic abilities. It is considered a hallmark of our species. Farewell. We look forward to forging new bonds with our friends in Andromeda. The wisdom you share is our reward.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center.
This is an image of the Citadel, considered the seat of government for many civilized races in the Milky Way galaxy. Here, the Council deliberates on matters of state. It is a champion of the common citizen, eager to help those in need. As with all political institutions in the Milky Way, conflict is rare. Peace and cooperation are the rule of the day.
We're glad you could visit.
Hello there. I'm a human being. If you'd like to know more about my people, just ask.
Okay.
Good to hear. Humanity is a diverse species. You may notice different skin colors and religious beliefs among our people. Yet we don't let those differences come between us. We'd rather celebrate our diversity, rather than fight for it.
What's human history like?
Humanity is a young people compared to many of the other Milky Way races. We didn't discover spaceflight until much later. But what we lack in age, we make up for with enthusiasm and a pioneer spirit. We'd like to think we can teach our fellow travelers a few new tricks.
Where do you come from?
Humans come from a planet called Earth. It's a beautiful blue world with everything from oceans to jungles, snowy mountain peaks to deserts. It's also an oasis of biological diversity. Scientists calculate Earth contains nearly 9 million unique animal and plant species. I'm glad you stopped by. Next time you see a human, ask about ice cream. It's one of the many great things we bring to Andromeda.
Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors.
Greetings, inhabitant of Andromeda. I'm a Solarian. I'd be pleased to tell you more about my species.
And eager to learn more about your
Okay.
Solarians are considered among the brightest scientific minds of the Milky Way. We're known for our quick thinking, technological savvy, and intellectual powers of deduction.
Where do you come from?
Solarians originate from a world known as Surkesh. It's a tropical planet covered with oceans and rainforests. As an amphibious species, we're at home in Surkesh's lush jungles, but with our technological advancements, we can adapt to nearly any environment. We look forward to studying the wonders of Andromeda and the rich diversity our galaxy has to offer.
What's Solarian history like?
Cooperating with the Asari, we were the second species in the Milky Way to help form a galactic government, the Citadel Council. From time to time, we also guided other species, such as the Krogan, to better channel their natural gifts towards worthy pursuits. It's our belief that the careful application of science and intellect is the key to improving the quality of life for all. It's been my pleasure. Rest assured, the people of Andromeda have nothing to fear from Solarians.
I'm Gian Garson, founder
Pathfinder, do you have a moment?
on behalf of the
We,
Nexus. I welcome
need to
you
explain
the
you.
Center.
Explain me?
Our new VI over there is meant to describe the role of our Pathfinders, but it just lost all its settings in a crash. If you could fix them, that would really help us out. Just talk to the VI, and it'll do the rest.
Thanks.
Of course.
The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could visit.
Welcome to the setup for your Pathfinder Informational VI. I am programmed with all relevant data. However, you must identify which information I should prioritize. First, select your preferred voice and appearance, male or female.
Female, please.
Very well said.
Let's go with exploration and discovery.
Very well said. Next, should I emphasize the role of the Pathfinder team or their partner AI?
Go with the Pathfinder's team.
Very well said. Finally, should I provide career advice to future Pathfinders or in honor of former Pathfinders?
List the former Pathfinders.
Setup complete. Would you like to keep these settings?
It all sounds good to me.
Thank you for choosing this Pathfinder information via implementing changes.
Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors. They're happy to answer any questions you may have and eager to learn more about your own culture.
Aha! I knew it. Pathfinder Rising, if you will. They can incorporate new DNA seamlessly into their own genome.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort? Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Unlocking. Come on in. Ta-da! My project. She is complete.
She?
Looks like a she to me. Just a proof of concept. I stripped out its remnant command prompts to see if I could power it up myself. It worked!
Now I can build a field model with combat protocols that fights for you. So, what do you think?
You've outdone yourself, Phoebe. Let Suvi and Gil eyeball it, then fast-track the combat model for me.
I'd hoped you'd be happy. Oh no, I forgot to lock the... Shit.
My, Pellisaria. Didn't know you were still using this hole. Who's your friend?
Kalinda, this is Ryder.
Oh, everyone knows the human Pathfinder. I meant, who's your remnant friend?
None of your business, Kalinda.
Of course it isn't. That's what makes it so interesting. Don't be so hostile, babe.
No reason we can't all be civil, right?
Exactly.
But you are kind of trespassing, so...
Now. I was just concerned something might have happened to my dear old friend. I'm sorry for the intrusion, Pellisaria. I'm just relieved to see you moving on. Ta-ta.
I'll walk you out. So, want to talk about it?
Oh, Kalinda and I go way back. We joined the initiative together. For a long time, we were like family. No, we're not. When you live 1,000 years, Ryder, people come and people go. Entanglements are silly. Just like places. Time to pack this one up. I'm done with it.
But how can you give all this up?
Ha! Watch me. Easy come, easy go. I'll pack up my new pet and essentials. See you back on the Tempest.
Locate the okay.
Can we talk when you're free?
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Pythias system. Homotheos and Prodromos.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Yeah? When's the last time you had a normal conversation?
This is a normal conversation.
Everyone on this ship is an experiment to you. And I've got no...
I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Caliban, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whenever my dad did, destroyed any chance of that.
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
How did he keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work, construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would, being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got too comfortable.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Now, exaltation. The Ket just keep asking for more trouble.
Get us there, and we'll save you a place in line.
There you are. Gotcha.
Do I need to get Lexi to do a psych review?
Maybe. People have been telling me I'm crazy my whole life. Just dealing with some persistent scourge issues from your joyride into the stuff way back when. That was a real act-first thing later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it. Hey, you play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game, bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost heads up. We should play sometime.
Maybe if we get a break from duty.
A little distraction can be useful. Let yourself wander a bit. You might come back sharper. Next time we're pulled up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
Wait, Lexi, your dad is Turian? That explains so much.
What's that supposed to mean?
Here we go. You know, how uptight you are.
I am not uptight.
Not even 300 years old and fussing at us like a matriarch.
I'm a doctor. Fussing's part of the job.
I'm going to do it. I've run all the tests. It's non-toxic. If we're going to live here, someone has to take the plunge and actually try to eat things.
The swelling has gone down significantly, and I seem to be able to talk normally again.
Good. Keep me updated. And remember, cool food and liquid only. Nothing spicy.
Thank you, Lexi. Is there something wrong? Did you hurt yourself? Oh, it's nothing. I'm just getting over some inflammation of the soft tissues of the mouth. It was dramatic, but ultimately non-threatening. What? Have you ever heard of the Lick test? Back before scanners were portable, Earth scientists would employ this test in the field. They used it to tell rocks from fossils and get a basic idea of their mineral composition. Sounds stupid and kind of dangerous. A quick dab with the tongue. It was considered generally safe. On Earth. I was distracted and forgot it was a Helios rock. I do it unconsciously. When I was little, my father and I would go on expeditions. The Lick test was a huge part of it. He made science fun for me. Your mother was something of a scientist, wasn't she? She specialized in biotics research. Got her start in medicine. I read all about her research and your father's. AI and implants. They achieved so much in so little time. Sam is an astounding achievement. I left my parents back home. They told me they were proud of me, and then lived out their lives while I slept. If you think that means you're alone, you're wrong. Thank you. You saying that means the world to me. I'll take comfort in the people I've met here. And if you ever need me, I'm here for you too.
Descent is green.
Coordinating, path is calm. Back where we really started. What's new on our first home?
But should still maintain a presence. Skirmishes are frequent, and travel requires caution.
They never learn. What else?
The atmosphere continues to clear, but radioactive hazards pool in some areas. Study is ongoing. And remnants remain active on the surface, but also as detected by seismic readings.
Point of contact for all this?
Your people, Pathfinder. Prodromos is expanding, with all the trials and discovery that building an outpost represents.
Aren't them well enough?
All data about newly accessible EOS is from their work.
Well, let's make sure it gets the attention it deserves. Armed and armored. Good for you. I could have used that ordnance a few weeks ago. I'm Ryder, the human pathfinder.
Lieutenant Harper. We're looking for the Asari.
So am I. Watching the skies every day, praying I survived the Ket. At least you and these others made it out. Only just. Our clothes were still smoldering.
What happened?
The Ket chased our ark across the cluster. But these weren't their regular soldiers. They were hunters. Elite killers. None of the arks are armed. I don't like those odds. They kept shooting to slow us down. Peeled one deck like an orange. A bridge officer, Sarissa something, gave the evacuation order. Hundreds of people, all trying to flee. It was...
Where could we look for the Ark?
We lost track. But they launched a ship to help evacuees, and her crew would know. You'd have to find her. Follow the transponder, maybe. Consider it done. Focus on taking care of yourselves. The ship's called the Paraphona. I'll give you her transponder codes and last flight plan. Thank you. It's good to see the Ket aren't the only ones winning.
Ascenders go.
Leaving Atma. All clear.
Ryder, could we chat?
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny, a few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Everyone's really working to get the Nexus on its feet.
Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
The Angara live with it, and so can we.
And if every one of our colonists was an ace pilot, I wouldn't be worried. If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that. Beginning approach.
Hold orbit steady.
Approaching the LZ.
Nice set, Pedro. What is that? Gel needed solder, so he traded for this homemade lotion. I feel softer than any Turian should. Picking up a faint signal. Looks like a friendly ship.
It matches the transponder code for Asari service, Perry.
That's the ship Hidari mentioned.
We might be close. Look, Cat set up camp.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is stable.
read your dossier.
Dossier, huh? Fancy. Stuff. What's it say?
That's classified.
Uh-huh.
Huh. I thought this would be the perifauna.
Ice or mineral deposits may be reflecting false positives. The real signal must be relatively close. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via the mining interface.
That is really close. I'm gonna go. That was
Pretty
close.
sure the AI logbook doesn't insist that... Ryder, that's a flare. Someone could be in trouble. Got it. We should see if we can lend a hand.
Who are you? You don't look like a cat. Join the fight and stay out of the way. Thank you for the assistance. Any enemy of the Ket is an ally of ours.
You don't look like you're in distress. What was that beacon for?
To draw the Ket. To give them what they deserve. There's a group that's been attacking shuttles, killing and scavenging from innocents. I knew the beacon would attract them. They'd come here to find unarmed, easy victims.
Clever trap. Looks like they fell for it.
But it's still a dirty move. More civilians might suffer because of it.
Enough talk. We have more Ket incoming. That's probably the last of them. These Ket will never make victims of Vol's people again. Take what you want from the Fallen. And thanks for all the help.
Dad taught you to shoot, you said.
The basics. The fancy stuff I got from Batarian Margaret took pity on me. She really was something. Old as the stars, had seen everything. Wish Sid could have met her.
Still getting the Periphona signal.
Wonder why she's on the ground.
Maybe they decided to stay put. Did you leave many people behind in the Milky Way?
No, parents are gone, but my old unit could still be alive.
Yeah, some of my contacts might be kicking around. Isn't it weird saying things like that when knowing you'll never see them again?
No stranger than them being 600 years older than we are.
If we're getting into the deep stuff, we need a few stiff drinks first.
You started it, you're bond.
These relays are carrying power a long way.
I detect heavy weapons fire nearby.
Notification. New game invite. Press the yes button for details.
I don't have power.
This is the source of the Periphona signal.
Oh god. And there's Ket on site. Clear them out.
On to the next one.
That's the Periphona, all right. What's left of her.
Definitely Ket weapons fire. This wasn't just a crash. The Ket pulverized the ship. No survivors.
If we'd been faster, we could have... Damn it.
But this is stupid. If they want Asari for exaltation, why not take the crew alive?
It's like they saw the Periphona itself as a threat. But it's no match for a Ket cruiser.
Hey, got something here. Looks like the flight recorder made it.
It's in bad shape. But let's see what...
Final log. If the archiver finds this, we failed. Couldn't draw them off. The data copy's lost. The decimation's too cunning. Forgive us. We tried.
The decimation. Hidari mentioned specialized Ket hunters. Maybe that's them.
Anyway, we could use that or the flight recorder to find the Ark.
If the nav record survived, we could trace the Periphona's flight path. Might lead us to them.
I can assist.
I'll take a look when we get back. Still lots to do.
Ryder.
Old orbit is steady.
System, Guvulcan. Approaching Kadara.
Besides being a haven for Nexus exiles, what do we know about this place?
Group of exiles called the Outcasts liberated Kadara Port from the Ket. Until recently, their power was absolute. But a new gang, the Collective, has been chipping it away. Real shady bastards, led by an unknown called the Charlatan.
Well, with luck, they'll be too busy shooting at each other to notice us.
Now orbiting Kadara. Standing order for all incoming ships. The port is a ceasefire zone by order of Sloane Kelly. She was head of Nexus Security.
Be ready for anything, and keep comms open. Should hear from our resistance contacts soon.
Incoming call. Patching it through.
There's been your contact's code name is Shayna.
Shayna. Got it. That's one hell of a welcome sign.
Exiles have stepped up their game since the revolt.
Not too shabby for folk who got kicked off the station with nothing to show for it.
Maybe we can get them back on our side.
We know they can fight Ket.
Our supplier's waiting. Come on, we're gonna be late.
Do I even want to know?
Nope.
paid your protection fees then.
And Sloan wonders why people join the Collective.
Say that again. I dare you.
What are you doing to these people?
Nothing they weren't expecting. Court's got 2 rules. No guns and pay your protection fees.
So what's that you're holding?
Outcasts don't have to abide by the rules, just enforce them. You got a problem with that? You can join these assholes.
Pathfinder, it will be difficult to find a spy if you're far from the city.
Guess that's true.
What was that?
Nothing. I'll be on my way.
Creep. Hey!
Piss off.
You order, you pay.
I said.
You look like you're waiting for someone.
I've got time for a drink.
Shayna, but you can call me Reyes. I hate the code names.
I was expecting someone more Angaran.
The Resistance pays me to supply information, among other things.
So you're a smuggler.
Your man, Venterev, was arrested by Sloan Kelly, leader of the Outcasts. Word spread about what he did to Moshae Sefa. The people are calling for his execution. And Sloan? She's a woman of the people.
I like her already.
Well, she doesn't like you.
She's never met me.
You work for the Initiative. Sloan was part of the uprising on the Nexus. I doubt she'll give Ven up easily.
Maybe she'll agree to a deal.
There might be another way to get to Ven. You work Sloan. I'll talk to the Resistance.
How do I contact you if things go south?
Hey! You gotta pay!
Keep the change.
Always do.
Sam, tell me about Sloan Kelly.
Before joining the Initiative as head of Nexus Security, Miss Kelly served in the Alliance with a nearly spotless record.
Nearly?
She was involved in multiple altercations with other officers.
A hothead. Great.
Focus defenses here and here. The Ket have been quiet for too long. What?
You must be Sloan Kelly.
I know who you are. So, what brings a Pathfinder to our humble port?
Venterev. Name ring any bells?
What's he to you? And don't lie to me.
I need him so I can infiltrate a Ket flagship. You've obviously got no love for the cat. I'm doing you a favor.
Kadara is an Angaran port. They want Ven dead, and I want to keep them happy.
This is bigger than local politics.
You don't need Ven. You need his intel. Talk to him before I put his head on a spike.
I can work with that.
See? No reason we can't be civilized.
Should have brought refreshments.
Give the Pathfinder access to the holding cells. You're not what I expected, Pathfinder.
I get that a lot.
Keep staying on Sloane's good side, and I'll be really impressed.
Did you switch sides with Sloane during the mutiny?
I came over on Ark Natanus. Never stepped foot on the Nexus.
I ran into some Natanus survivors on Havarl.
They're still alive. Must be Rix's doing.
You know Avitus?
We've crossed paths.
The Collective is making waves in Kadara Port. What's the Outcast plan to stay on top?
By not telling our strategies to strangers.
You and Sloane seem close.
What about it?
Nothing, just wondering what's the story there.
We met on the Citadel. She punched me in the face when I offered to buy her a drink.
Seriously?
No. Mind your own business, Pathfinder.
Are you Sloane's second in command?
She calls me her right-hand Turian. I keep the wheel from squeaking.
See you around, Kaitis.
Don't feed the prisoner.
Don't touch the prisoner. And the only thing that passes between you two are words. Got it?
Absolutely. I won't cause trouble.
What do you want?
The Archon ship. Where is it?
This a new interrogation tactic? Sloane's getting lazy.
I don't answer to Sloane. I'm a Pathfinder with the initiative.
The one who rescued the Moshae. I know who you are, and what happened on Vold.
You can still make this right, Ben. Tell me what I need to know.
Making it right won't save my life.
But it could save others. The Archon ship. Where is it?
I never saw it. Got my orders from a Ket transponder. But you could use its frequency to triangulate the Archon's location.
Do you still have it?
I buried it before I was arrested. Should still be outside the city.
Thanks for the intel.
Don't you want to know why I did it? Why I betrayed the Moshae?
Enlighten me.
We're losing the war against the Ket, and still, Effie puts my brothers and sisters in danger to protect the useless old woman.
So you took things into your own hands.
I made the call he wouldn't. The Archon only wanted the Moshae. I thought if I gave her up... I didn't know what Ket were doing to my people.
Ephra still entrusted the Moshae to you, and you betrayed them both.
And I'll accept the consequences.
Pathfinder, the communicator is buried outside the ceasefire zone. I suggest bringing a squad.
Vetra, Drac, are you back from whatever it was you were doing?
Yep, our completely legitimate business deal went off without a hitch.
Benefit crumping along.
Tell Gil to prep the Nomad. I need to go outside the city.
You've
all seen a dead body before. Move along. They sharply strikes again.
If you would like, Pathfinder, I can provide an analysis of the deceased.
You're the... Pathfinder.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Wonder how many drunk idiots have fallen in there.
All right, Sam. Show me what we've got.
Kadara's water is dense with sulfide minerals, the oxidation of which produces toxic streams and lakes.
So, no skinny dipping?
No dipping at all, Pathfinder. Even the Nomad's shields cannot withstand the water's corrosive properties. The presence of monoliths suggests a vault that might reduce the acidity. However, outlaws, pirates, and other unsavory exiles inhabit Kadara's hills. The further you travel from the mountain, the more dangerous it will become.
Good to know. Let's get out there.
I bet I could drink it.
No, Drac, no.
So wait, you're Kesh's father?
Grandfather, actually. She tell you about me?
Not exactly. She did used to swear up and down about a stubborn old fossil, usually while hitting something.
Stubborn old fossil. She's called me worse on a good day.
Damn, that sky is something else.
You should be able to locate these glyphs, Pathfinder.
That should do it.
It'd be thing. No. Could be that. Nope.
Interface failed on pilot. Defense systems engaging.
Okay. So I have it all now, so let me start. This one's definitely was right. Yeah. Wait, this could be wrong. This guy, this, with that. Let's try that. Oh, could be good. I don't know. No, it can't be that. I'm not sure this guy or not. Oh,
Interface successful, Pathfinder.
One down, 2 to go.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
How did I stop?
You know what surprises me? How not angry I am. Sometimes it feels like I should be angrier.
How would that help? Anger only gets you so far before you fuck up and fix what needs fixing.
That's you. That's why you got off the Nexus. It's harder to fix something that can't change. Went far. Smart.
Must be how they power Kadar Horde.
The camp ahead is not registered in Outcast or Collective Records, Pathfinder. This technology is unaffiliated with Kadara's factions, Pathfinder. Its owners are likely criminal class.
Drac, how come you like me? We Turians haven't exactly treated Krogan very well.
You are like most Turians, Petra. You know what it's like to her. Goes underground.
Hopefully there's a way down. We're gonna need a really big drill.
This area could be viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder. However, for any long-term success, you'll need to find a solution to Kadara's toxicity problems.
This is Sloan's territory. Gotta make a deal with her first.
What about the charlatan? The Collective's gaining power.
We do not know the charlatan's identity. Slowly we are our only option. The dark could offer insight.
Not looking good for the Angara.
Let's look around for more of those symbols.
Wonder if I get anything on the scanner. Okay, let's solve this thing.
Interface accepted.
Alright, one more and the vault should be open.
years ago, I was running with a mercenary band, mostly smuggling work. Nova Force. Ambitious name for a small-time crew. On one of the jobs, I got caught by Kesh. Made a deal. I got her some experimental prototypes out of Terminus. She didn't turn me in. It became a thing. She was always good for jobs, paid well, and upfront. Credits helped me go independent. But then I got suspicious. All the things she was asking me to get. So I asked. That's when I heard about the initiative.
She brought you on.
Oh yeah. I bought the pitch, like everyone else.
Light zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Cave over there. Maybe something's inside. Remember that last push before the Arcs left? All that activity for a guess about a galaxy.
I got hit by a power loader. Driver was on 3 calls about where to store rations. Punched it right in gyros. Exiles could have rolled up and died, but look at what they built, even out here.
Remnant. They're completely fried.
Verticals match weapons from the Milky Way, Pathfinder.
Probably trying to scavenge whatever they can.
think that's enough?
Score. We're in.
You think Cash lied to you?
Nah, she's not the type. I'm pretty sure none of us really knew what we were getting into. Bamboozled.
Nice word.
Yeah, I learned it from Sid. She's into some weird old...
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Got 'em all.
Pathfinder, Venturella claimed he buried the Ket transponder near this location.
How did you get past the mines?
Mines?
Damn scabs must have disarmed them again.
Putting mines in your front yard isn't exactly smart.
You a professional landscaper? Get the fuck out of here.
Found it. Can work his magic.
Once complete, this should provide us with the Archon's location, and in turn, Meridian's.
See? We're halfway there already.
Oh yeah, the hard part's totally behind us.
Pathfinder, we just received a notification that there's been a murder in Kadara Port.
Murder, huh? Might be something to look into.
Yes, lovely planet. Hope we never leave.
It gets me so frustrated. I try to be firm. She pushes back. I lay down the law. She pushes some more.
See, that's your problem. Kids need boundaries, sure, but they also want to know you're not the enemy.
Our dad would not have agreed with you.
Your dad sounds like a piece of work. Special ops, right?
Yeah, something like that. He never went into details.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
I know the type.
How toxic can it be? Okay, Remnant Vault. Let's get this place up and running. Well, we turned the power on.
You'll need to locate the console to activate the purification field, Pathfinder. That console will activate the vault, Pathfinder. You'll first need to start the reactor and initiate the purification field. Several interface connections converge here. I will highlight the ones you need.
Okay, we should be able to get to the purification console. It's a little fun, isn't it? The unknown. I think that's it.
Is console activated? Highlighting interface connections, Pathfinder.
Let's get all of these activated. Here they come.
not to activate the purification field, you may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean? Here it comes! Go, go! Gets less terrifying. Let's get out of here. There's hope for Kadara yet.
Sometimes I wonder what Sid and I'd be like if we'd had a better home life. Maybe we wouldn't have grown up to be so difficult.
Difficult's good, veteran. You took what you had and made it yours. That's all any of us can hope for.
If only you raised us, old man.
You would have turned out so much worse. Maybe a better shot, though.
Signs of civilization. I wouldn't mind a break.
Dead for a while, judging by the smell.
I don't see signs of an attack.
Scanning the bodies could provide a clue. Blackened stomach and ulceration, consistent with poisoning by sulfuric acid, most likely from consuming Kadara's water without...
Quite the menu.
Someone has tampered with the filter. The Angara ingested only enough sulfuric acid to be lethal over time.
But not enough that they'd notice right away.
Sounds like good old-fashioned murder.
You should keep looking around, see if we can find more about who's responsible. filtration center. If they had this, why were they drinking poisoned water?
I could provide an analysis via the scanner pathfinder.
A city under a city.
At the center is Tartarus, a nightclub.
They should have stayed on the Nexus.
You're lucky to be alive.
It'll take more than a glass of water.
You look well enough. My patients are usually leaking from somewhere.
No leaking here. Just seeing all Kadara has to offer.
A tourist, huh?
Pathfinder, actually.
One survived. Could have used you when we got to Helios. Dr. Ryota Nakamoto. I used to work as the Outcast's physician. Quit after Sloan turned what should have been a medical breakthrough into a drug.
She's a criminal. What did you expect?
She wasn't always like this. Life since the Nexus, it's changed all of us. When we arrived on Kadara, I found a local string of bacteria that shares properties with penicillin.
Quite the find.
It was, until I discovered the drug is addictive and induces hallucinations in large doses. I took my concerns to Sloan. All she saw was an opportunity to make a profit, called the drug Oblivion. But beyond stealing back my formula, there's no way to stop her.
So let's steal the formula.
Are you crazy? It's heavily guarded. I'm a doctor, I don't know how to fight.
We do.
The formula's in my lab. Please don't get killed trying to fix my mistake.
Oh, they're back.
Sloan's inside. Mind your damn manners. Over here, Pathfinder. You've handled your fair share of Ket. Hard to get far in Andromeda without running into them.
Yes, and?
When Sloan took over, she slaughtered the Ket who were here. There were mass executions, public. So people would know that Kadara was Ket-free. But there have been rumors of stragglers in the Badlands. If the tales are true, they need to go.
I'll think about checking out the Badlands.
Excellent.
We done? It's nothing but a bogeyman. You have your orders. Our deal's done. What do you want?
What happened to being civilized?
It's hard to be polite when there's shit to do.
We all have our character flaws.
You my therapist now. Get to the point, Pathfinder.
How did a human come to lead an Angaran port?
When I got to Kadara, the Ket were rounding up Angara like animals. It was a slaughter. My people put an end to it. Naturally, the locals were grateful.
The heads decorating the spaceport? What's that about?
A warning.
To the Ket?
To anyone.
What does the Collective have against the outcasts?
People always want what they don't have. The charlatans' thugs are no different.
Who do you think the charlatan is?
My guess, a group of people. It'd take more than one person to run that outfit.
You're not worried they're moving in on outcast territory?
If they make a play, I'm ready.
Helios isn't exactly hospitable. How did he survive after the Nexus?
We didn't leave empty-handed, but when supplies ran low, we were forced to get creative. I ordered hits on Ket convoys, traded with Angaran villages. They told me about Kadara Port.
You never got violent with the Angara?
Just the Rokar. Fuck those guys.
I'll let you get back to it.
Pathfinder, stay out of Kadara's business. This isn't your turf.
Oh.